Welcome back to another episode in the Business English series of the Jane and Joe podcast. I am Jane, your teacher, and today we are going to talk about something very important for work. We are talking about numbers, dates, and time.
Hi, Jane. I am happy to be here, but to be honest, I am a bit nervous. Numbers are very difficult for me in English. When someone says a big number quickly, my brain just stops working.
Don't worry, Joe. Many students feel the same way. Today we will go slowly. We will learn how to say the time, how to read dates correctly, and how to handle big numbers and percentages. It is all about practice.
That sounds good. Where do we start? Maybe with time? I often have meetings and I don't want to be late or go at the wrong time.
Great idea. In business, we usually use the 12-hour clock with AM and PM. AM is for the morning, and PM is for the afternoon and evening. For example, 9:15 a.m. is in the morning, 4:30 p.m. is in the afternoon. Okay, so I can just say the numbers, like 10:20, or do I need to say past and to? Saying the numbers is perfectly fine and very clear. You can say 10:20 or 10:30. If you want to sound more natural, you can say 10:30 for 10:30. But 10:30 is very safe. Let's practice duration too. We use the word for to talk about how long something is. For example, the meeting is for 1 hour.
I see. So if a call is 30 minutes long, I say the call is for 30 minutes. Is that right?
Exactly. Now let's look at dates. This is where it gets tricky. In business English, we use ordinal numbers for dates. Instead of 1, 2, 3, we say first, second, third. For example, we don't say April 5. We say April 5th. Can you try saying the date for Christmas? Yes, it is December 25th. Did I say that correctly? I added the TH sound at the end. Perfect. And for years, we usually split them into two parts. For the year 2026, we say 2026. It is much easier than saying 2026. Oh, that is much easier. So if I have a project deadline, I can say the deadline is June 12th, 2025. Exactly. But wait, there is one more thing. In the US, people usually say the month first, like April 5th. But in the UK, they often say the day first, like the 5th of April. So April 5th and the 5th of April are the same date. That is good to know. It depends on who I am talking to. Yes, let's practice. I will say a date in the US style, and you change it to the UK style. Ready? September 2nd.
Okay, that would be the 2nd of September. And what about January 1st?
Great. That becomes the 1st of January. Now try one more. August 20th.
That is the 20th of August. I like this. It helps me remember the TH sound at the end of the numbers, too.
You got it. But be careful when writing dates using only numbers, like 12/05/2026. This is a very common mistake.
Why is that? Isn't 12/05/2026 always the same date?
In the US format, that is December 5th. But in the UK and international format, it means May 12th.
Oh, I see. That could cause a lot of confusion for a meeting or a deadline.
Yes, so my advice in business English is to write the month in words, like April 5, 2026, or 5 April 2026.
Is there any difference between these two ways of writing?
Mainly the style. April 5 is the American way, while 5 April is the British way.
I noticed the first one has a comma. Is that important?
Yes, in the American style, we put a comma before the year. In the British style, we usually don't.
So April 5, 2026, or 5 April 2026. Both are easy to understand.
That's right. Using the word for the month is the safest choice for international business.
That is much clearer. I will write the month from now on to avoid mistakes.
You got it. Now let's move to the scary part. Big numbers. At work, we talk about money and percentages. For big numbers, remember to pause at the comma. 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million.
1 million. That is a lot of zeros. How do I say money? For example, $5,000?
Just like that, $5,000. If there is a percentage, like a small part of a whole, we use the word percent. For example, if the price goes up a little, we might say, the price increased by 5%. Percent means for every 100.
Okay, 5%. I understand. And what about schedules? I hear people say the first quarter or this afternoon. What does quarter mean in business?
That is a very good question. A year has 12 months. A quarter is 3 months. So the first quarter is January, February, and March. It is like cutting a cake into 4 pieces. Each piece is a quarter. We also use this afternoon for today and next week for the week after this one.
I see. It is like dividing the business year. Okay, I think I am ready to practice some patterns. Can you give me some common sentences?
Of course. Here are 4 patterns. Pattern 1, the meeting is at time, on date. Pattern 2, the project will take duration. Pattern 3, the cost is money amount. Pattern 4, we will finish by the quarter. Try to remember these.
Okay, let me try one. The meeting is at 2 p.m. on May 10th. Is that good?
That is perfect, Joe. Now, let's do a role play. We are in an office. I am your boss, and you are reporting your schedule and budget to me. You need to use at least 5 or 6 phrases with numbers, dates, or time. Are you ready?
I am ready. Let's try. Good morning, Jane. I want to talk about the new project.
Good morning, Joe. Yes, please tell me. When does the project start?
The project starts on March 3rd, 2026. We have a big meeting that day at 9:30 a.m.
Okay, March 3rd at 9:30. And how long will the meeting be?
The meeting will be for 2 hours. After that, we need to talk about the budget. The cost for the first part is $7,000.
$7,000? That is a bit high. What about the sales target?
We want to increase sales by 15% by the second quarter of the year. I think we can finish everything by July 21st.
Excellent work, Joe. You used dates, years, time, duration, money, and percentages. How did that feel?
It was easier when I used your patterns. I just had to think about the numbers before I spoke. The TH at the end of dates is still a bit hard, but I will practice more.
That is the spirit. To recap, for time, just say the numbers like 9:30. For dates, use first, second, third. For years, split them like 2026. For duration, use 4. And for big numbers, take your time and pause.
Thank you, Jane. I feel much more confident now. I can finally talk about my schedule without being afraid of the numbers. I will practice saying percent and quarter, too.
You are very welcome, Joe. Remember, even native speakers sometimes make mistakes with numbers, so don't be too hard on yourself. You did a great job today. See you in the next episode.
See you next time, Jane. Bye, everyone.